I've made over a dozen videos showing Fairfax County officers harassing, bullying, power tripping, and violating people's rights. I'll start naming them all now, starting with Detective Darren DeCoster.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Andre and you're watching ASD Docs. Today is October 1st, 2020, and yesterday Fairfax County held a public safety community input session. If you've seen a lot of my past videos that I've made on my channel, then you know I've made numerous videos on the Fairfax County Police Department. And I've also sent Chief Rosler of the Fairfax County Police Department dozens and dozens of emails and never heard back. So when I was made aware that this meeting would take place, I immediately registered online and began writing up my testimony. Organizations had 7 minutes to speak and individuals like myself had only 5 minutes to speak. The meeting started at 6 p.m., but I didn't get to speak until 9:30 p.m. Definitely a long wait, but well worth it. At the end of my speech, we were allowed to ask a question. My question of asking the chief for an interview was completely spontaneous. I was planning on asking the panel about FOIA request laws in Virginia, and like I said before, it was a bold split-second decision to ask the chief directly for an interview. That's why I'm kind of stumbling over my words. I almost forgot. I also sent the register information to Victor Zhang. If you don't know who I'm talking about, please check out the description. I'm going to leave links to his shocking story. With all of that said, please enjoy the rest of this video.
Our next listed speaker is Andre Miller. Is Andre here? Come on down. You have 5 minutes. Andre, before you come up to the mic, we're gonna just wipe it off. If you can just give us 1 second, please. The speaker after Andre is gonna be Nayet. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Nayet Lee. If you are here, you can start to come down to the podium. Thank you. Andre, you can approach the podium now. Thank you. 5 minutes, please.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Andre Miller, and I'm a freelance investigative journalist with ASD Docs. That's DOCS. For the last few months, I've been investigating the misconduct going on in the Fairfax County Police Department. How my focus on the Fairfax County Police Department got started is very simple. My constitutional rights were violated, and my complaints against the officers involved a year later is still not resolved to this day. On June 7, 2019, I was mistaken for a suspect in a crime. I had guns drawn on me outside of my house in front of my driveway. I was handcuffed and placed in the back of a patrol car. I watched in horror as PFC McComas and PFC Brown violated my constitutional rights and illegally searched my vehicle. Fast forward 2 weeks later, on June 26, 2019, I filed a complaint. Lieutenant Karen Masalona of the Reston District Station received my complaint. Fast forward another 10 months, and I began wondering whatever happened to my complaint. I began asking for the dash cam footage in my case, but my request, of course, was turned down. Turns out my complaint was not thoroughly investigated by the Fairfax County Police Department. Captain Alan Hansen of Internal Affairs thought that showing me the dash cam footage of that night would make things better with me. What he didn't anticipate was for me to be so thorough with my own investigation. Today I'm here to say, because of all the lies and deceit and gaslighting and corruption committed by many officers of the Fairfax County Police Department, I filed a lawsuit against the 2 officers who illegally searched my vehicle. Since I made my story public through videos, I've had countless of individuals coming out of the woodworks with video evidence of their terrible experiences with the Fairfax County Police Department. I've made over a dozen videos showing Fairfax County officers harassing, bullying, power tripping, and violating people's rights. I'll start naming them all now, starting with Detective Darren DeCoster of the Fairfax County Police Department. Detective Darren DeCoster is a known detective within this department to have arrested multiple individuals with zero evidence. One such individual is here today, and his name is Victor. He's actually recording me right now. His name's Victor Zhang. He was falsely accused of rape, and Darren DeCoster, with no real evidence, bullied Victor in his interrogation. I have that footage, actually, And sooner or later, I will be releasing it to my audience of followers, showing how manipulative and egotistical this detective is. Darren DeCoster did no real police work and eventually arrested Victor on false charges. This is just one of Darren DeCoster's victims. I have more. I've made more videos on him. He has countless more, yet he is still employed with the Fairfax County Police Department to this day. He has not been reprimanded for all the lives he destroyed over the course of his career. The worst part about all this is that the Fairfax County Police Department is actively hiding this tyrant. Here are a list of incompetent, egotistical officers. I have a list of them, of the Fairfax County Police Department that I've investigated, written about, and made videos on. So there's video and physical evidence of everything I'm about to tell you. Karen Masalona, the Reston District Station, is incompetent. Captain Alan Hansen of Internal Affairs is hiding from me now that my videos have come out and people are now criticizing him. Lieutenant Lenz of the Mason District Station refused to accept the complaint I was making. Officer Lamp of the Mason District Station is a witness to a member of the public being hogtied and brutalized, yet he hides behind Lieutenant Lenz like a small child. Lieutenant Cash of the Mason District Station is incompetent and was extremely rude to me on the phone. Of course, I got this on video and I've recorded that conversation. Officer McCarthy of the Mason District Station, who likes to harass and follow teens in his patrol car. He also does not like to identify himself when someone from the public requests his name and badge number. I have that on video. I'll be releasing that soon. And finally, Chief Rosler of the Fairfax County Police Department. I probably sent you over 20 emails or more. It could have been 40 at this point, since I wrote this speech here. And I've never gotten a response from you. You talk about transparency, and that's clearly a lie. The Fairfax County Police Department is a corrupt police department. It all starts from the top down. The Fairfax County, I will not stop exposing your officers until we see real police reform in this county. Internal affairs in this county is a joke. Police investigating police, I can't even believe that's a thing. As the saying goes, we investigated ourselves and found no wrongdoing. I'll end it with this. If only half of you here in the audience today, listening to me speak, could see the amount of physical evidence that I have against this department and their officers, you'd understand why I'm so adamant about the corruption within the Fairfax County Police Department. And maybe then you'd understand why I have the beliefs that I have. If any of you here have any footage of showing any officer of the Fairfax County Police Department violating your rights or acting inappropriately, please get in contact with me. I love exposing corrupt officers. And my last question for Chief Rosler. I would love to interview you privately in probably like a podcast format, and I would love for you to join me privately if you'd like. And of course, it would be shared with all of my followers on social media and on YouTube and all that. Thank you.
Mr. Miller, thank you very much for your testimony. I don't know if Chief Rosler wants to have a response to that direct request.
As the gentleman notes, we have several investigations and civil litigation, but once we clear that hurdle, I will take you up on the offer. Thank you.